Hello everybody. I have here these two really nice computers for our comparison review. On the right we have the Acer Aspire 1 756. It's an 11.6 inch screen. On the left we have a Samsung 5 Series Ultrabook 13.13 inch screen. Both machines are connected to the power, as you can see. Both machines are also running in the high performance mode. Let's take a quick look. High performance. The Acer is also running in the high performance mode. As far as the specs on the Samsung, let's take a look. So this Samsung Ultrabook is rated at 4.5 Windows Experience Index. The processor is an AMD HD graphics. The speed of the processor is rated at 2.10 GHz. The memory is 4 GB. It's a 64-bit operating system. As far as the Acer Aspire 1, let's look at the specs. So the score on the Acer is 4.7. It's an Intel Celeron 1.40 GHz dual core, and the memory is 8 GB. And it's also a 64-bit operating system. So we have a more memory and a higher Windows Experience Index score on the Acer Aspire 1. The Samsung Ultrabook has a faster processor. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna do a couple of benchmarking tests. As far as the weight, I have a scale here, and let's look at the weight. So the Acer is showing 2.8 pounds. The information you find online for this particular Acer shows 3.0 or 3 pounds. Let's look at the Ultrabook now. So the weight on the Ultrabook, guys, is showing 3.6 pounds. It's a little bit heavier because it's a 13.3 inches versus 11.6. Let me give you a quick tour around the device. As you can see, it's a really thin computer. We have two USB ports on this side. We have looks like a SD card reader. Nothing else on this side. The mouse pad is pretty big. It feels really comfortable. The keyboard is also really nice, and it has a good space in between the keys. On this other side, we have a Ethernet port, we have a 3.0 USB port, and we have a HDMI port and the 3.5mm jack. Looks like this little port here is a micro HDMI and the charging port. On the back of the computer, there's nothing going on. So as far as the Acer, the mousepad is smaller, but it's still really comfortable. The keys are nice, no problem, no flexing. On this side we have the 3.5mm jack. We have two USB ports, the charging port, the Kensington lock. On the front we have a couple of LED lights, indicators. We have a SD card reader here on the front. On this other side we have an Ethernet port, VGA port, the air vents, HDMI port, and another USB port. So let's go ahead and start with a couple of benchmarking tests. Let's try the crease benchmark. Alright guys, so I have the crease benchmark running on both computers right now. As soon as we get the results, we're going to take a look and see the scores. Alright guys, we're halfway doing the crease benchmark. Right now both computers are testing the 2D and the 3D graphics, as you can see. The Acer is already doing the frames per second. Okay, so the Acer completed the test. As we can see here, the Samsung is still working on some of the graphics. Here's the Samsung guys testing the frames per second. Both computers have resolution of 360 by 768, which is a high definition. Alright guys, so here are the results ready on both computers. Let's take a look at the scores. So on the CPU, let's start with the Acer. The CPU, we got a 6580 on the Acer. On the Samsung we got a 6670. So the Samsung was a little bit higher, and that was expected, as I told you from the beginning that the CPU is a little bit faster than the Acer. The memory on the Samsung we got a 6700. The memory on the Acer 13,400. So as you can see, the Acer, it's blowing away the Ultrabook in terms of the memory RAM. The hard drive on the Samsung we got a 33.9. On the Acer we got a 24.9. The two video graphics on the Acer we got a 8.6. On the Samsung we got a 5.66, and the 3D video 31.4 on the Samsung. On the Acer we got a 15.1. So overall the scores from the Samsung are better, except for the memory, since the Acer has 8 GB of memory. Alright guys, I'm gonna do another performance test. This one is called Novabench. Let's go ahead and start with both. You can see it's testing the 3D graphics right now on the GPU. Now we're testing the write speed of the hard drive. Alright guys, so the results are ready, so let's take a look. Let's start with the Acer. Overall score, we got 335 on the Acer. And as you can see, it tells you right there the versions of Windows, the type of CPU, the speed, the memory. On the Ultrabook, we got a 328 score, and that means that the Acer Aspire 1756 got a better score overall, with a 335 versus a 328. Keep in mind, this is a different benchmarking tool. That's not to say that the Acer overall is a faster computer. Okay, so now let's open Mozilla and let's test the audio quality. Alright guys, so this is an audio test, testing the speakers of the Ultrabook. Right now, I'm going to turn all the volume all the way to the maximum. So that's all the way to the maximum. So as you can see, the speakers get pretty loud. It sounds really clear, good quality. And the speakers are located underneath the machine, right there. Now these are the sound of the speaker from the Acer Aspire 1756. As you can tell already, the audio is not as loud as the Ultrabook. The volume is all the way to the max, as you can tell right there. Also the main volume control. So as far as the volume, the Ultrabook is better and it gives you a better quality. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick video playing in 1080p. Let's play the same video on both. Not sure why the Acer is not playing. Let's give it a moment.
Hello guys, I have here the Walther CP.
Okay, so both computers are playing 1080p video right now. They both have the same resolution. It's a high definition screen. As far as the viewing angles, they both should be about the same. As you can see, I can get all the way to the side and you're still able to look at the picture. Looks like the Ultrabook it's buffering right now. Okay guys, so now finally let's open a couple of pages just to see the browsing experience. Let's see. So as you can see, the Ultrabook, it's opening the pages pretty good. Let's look at the Acer. Pretty good. So both computers are, as far as the browsing experience, is pretty fast. They're both opening pages pretty quick. So anyways guys, that was a Samsung Ultrabook 5 series 13.3 inch screen with versus the Acer Aspire One 756. Both are amazing computers. The Acer is more portable. You're gonna get a little more performance with the CPU of the Ultrabook. So anyways guys, thanks for watching.